Tonight, Christina Carswell hosts an all-new episode of The Lounge. The following program may contain mature material some viewers may not find suitable. Viewer discretion is advised.
It's The Lounge with Christina Carswell. Tonight, Christina welcomes Alex, also known as Axel, from the channel Swathed, Sarah from the channel Lyra Kylaren, and Sean, a professional QA video game tester. And now, here's your host, Christina Carswell.
Welcome to the lounge on TOONDISE. Today we're gonna toss things up a little bit and play a little Would You Rather?
Yes.
Yeah. So what I have for the first one is kind of R-rated or XXX rated.
Oh.
Bad chicken.
So would you be a porn star and make $1,000 in a straight shoot, or make twice as much in a gay one?
My answer right away. Twice as. Yeah, my answer right away. Gay one, twice as much.
Well, hold on. Don't they usually start you off with the gay shoots to begin with?
Yep.
Not necessarily.
For men, they do. You don't get to fuck the girls right away.
Technically, I guess.
Really?
That's not true.
So I'd rather start with the gay one where I make twice, because I know I'm going to get the good one with the straight shoot afterwards anyway. So I'll get both anyway.
Well, considering how there's a term gay for pay, there's people who just like, you know what, it's more money, whatever, it's a dick. Like, it's not like that's what they actively go for, right? It's like people work shitty jobs that they don't care for shitty pay. Now you're getting good pay for, like, a job that you can't really complain about. It's a little bit of a pain in the ass, but whatever.
Are you kidding? If somebody came up to me and said, "Hey, I'll pay you to go down on this girl," I'll be like, oh, "Sure, go, yeah, hell yeah." I don't have it.
Because of the stigma. Because of the stigma, it's easier for a girl to say that.
Well, hold on.
Well, it's easier for me to say that just because I like girls anyway.
That's the thing, though. So, hold on. I know, I understand for guys, just as a test to make sure that they're actually dedicated to the craft, they stick them with guys. But is the same about girls, or do they actually get the choice?
No, girls are treated better in porn, as far as I know.
No, a lot better.
Yeah,
they get paid like
guys are
twice to 3 times as much for a scene.
Yeah.
No, but the thing is according to a lot of documentaries, girls are a dime a dozen in the porn industry either, or as well. I shouldn't say either. It's just the thing is that with a scene where, because the camera is mostly focused on the girl, that, you know, they look for a specific girl and then they hire her, and any guy with just a big dick is just like done. And
whereas a girl, you need like a good body, you need a pretty face, so of course they're going to get paid more. Whereas most porn, whoever's watching it, it's mostly, I don't know, maybe straight guys. They don't want to.
Everybody watches porn. They just
everyone watches porn, but it's mostly attuned to straight dudes.
Yeah. I would like to know, if I take the time to make myself good looking, that I'm more than just a penis.
Yeah, but that's in a relationship, Alex. But are you going to be paying more attention to the dude that's fucking the girl? Or are you going to be paying attention to the girl getting fucked?
I believe in equal rights.
Well, I just want to interject that, like, when it's a guy who, like, I can objectively go, like, that's a decent looking guy, instead of going like, that guy's just like Ron Jeremy. If Ron Jeremy did not have a big dick, he wouldn't be in porn.
Yeah, but I would never watch a porn with Ron Jeremy, and he's gross.
Super Mario, he's like a Super Mario fat plumber guy.
I never
thought. Looks like he would be like. He looks like he would be a cameraman eating a hoagie while someone is shooting porn, or a really sleazy porn director.
I'm just imagining that porn now of just him as a cameraman getting a blowjob while shooting some other sex scene, and he's just eating like
just a big ass.
I don't want to think about that anymore. That's gross.
Are you an actual guy, or are you a?
You open this Pandora's box, G. Like,
if you're a goomba,
I don't want to think about Ron.
Giant shroom. That's angry.
But that's the thing, is like, if you get a average to above average looking guy, it does add to the scene, because then, if you hire nothing but ugly dudes just because their dicks are a dime a dozen, then you're missing out on the women who look at porn and the women who are into that, who are like kind of off put by the guy. And they're like, now I have like, because there's straight girls who watch porn who aren't into the girl part of it.
Yeah, but I'm saying
a lot
of the camera work is focusing on the woman's face, her body, her butt, whatever. But for the most part, men aren't focused on. You don't get to see much of his face or his upper torso. You just see the waist and below, and that's it.
And equal opportunity.
What about that chiseled jaw?
You might see that when he's the pizza boy doing the delivery, but after that, you won't see his face.
The pizza boy porn, like the trade worker porn trope, is so fucking just stupid. Like, that hasn't happened since the 80s, I don't think. Like, unless it's a tongue-in-cheek joke.
Still happens in the bedroom.
My father told me a story once. He's I think he was he was a paper boy at the time back in high school, and he almost had a porn star scenario happen, because he went to his one of the houses on his route was his teacher's house, and for whatever reason he went up and rang her doorbell to deliver her paper. I don't know exactly the reason why, and according to him, all he heard was this woman running down the stairs, all excited, and she opens the door, and she's wearing the see-through negligee, and everything is visible. And she sees him standing there, and she's like, "Oh, is that my paper?" Like, acts as if nothing is wrong, and my dad's just like, what?
Yes, you can read me all over.
It can happen. Yeah, apparently she was, like, expecting some, like, I guess some... her
male suitor.
Male suitor to show up, and then one of her students shows up with her newspaper, and my dad's
it's a trope for a reason.
Yeah,
there's got to be some reasoning behind it. Anyways, I'm gonna move on to the next one, so we gotta get off this terrible fucking subject.
Oh,
more porn.
No, the internet is not always for porn.
Yes,
this one's interesting. Okay, so would you rather have reverse knee joints or reverse elbow joints?
Wait, so would we rather walk like a chicken, or... I would have to go with reverse... reverse elbow joints would be... Reverse elbow joints would be counterintuitive, because defaultly our arms are supposed to... Like, if you raise your arms to shoulder level... your elbows are perfectly in the spot to bend it towards inward. So
your elbows
bend outwards, that would be counterintuitive, and you wouldn't be able to grab anything. Backwards knee joints, you'd just be running around like a chicken.
Okay.
No, you could still grab things. It'd just be like a crane. Just go at it from the top.
I'm currently trying to experiment with this and try to figure out what's the best way to bend my arms and legs. And I have to say, if I could bend my legs downwards... You could fit my desk so much better.
You could crouch a lot easier.
I could.
I'm just thinking, like, mech-wise, because, like, have any of you played Armored Core at all?
Yeah.
You can have, like, those reverse joint legs for your mech.
Well, it's how chickens' legs are. They're reverse. They're outside angled instead of inside angled.
If you were to take,
so you just walk like a chicken.
Yeah. Well, let's assume that the
you'd be running like an emu. They run fucking fast.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if assuming the Armored Core logic works, where the reverse joint legs have higher land mobility, then you could run fucking shit fast, and I'd go for that.
The joints are reversed. That's it. No special powers. No heightened.
Well, no, it's not a special power. It's not a special power. It's just a side effect of the fact of your knees being reverse jointed. No like side effect.
Just right now, they just bend differently.
That's the thing though, because now that you got to deal with that, your muscles are going to be worked differently, and as a result, just as this is what they're getting to, you'd have the benefit of moving faster.
So I'd go reverse knees. Reverse knees.
Reverse knees kind of win.
I don't want crane arms. Are you kidding?
Well, actually, no. Reverse knees would win, but if you are someone who just constantly runs on your hands, Yeah, you should
If you're running on handstand, you mean?
Yeah.
Well, then you're all. No, keep your knees, keep your elbows the way they are, because if you're running handstand wise, then you're already kind of running with reverse jointed knees.
Well, let me just tell you, only 41% of people agree.
Really?
Yep.
That's because people want fucking stupid ass arms. They're idiots.
Yeah.
Gotta be reverse knees, man.
They didn't
I want to walk like a
think of
chicken.
this.
Yeah, chicken.
I want to be half human, half emu.
Oh no, my computer's turning itself off.
I would be a he-muman.
What?
This hits a little too close to home for Sarah.
Okay.
Have a good computer with a very unsuccessful YouTube channel, or have a terrible computer that has a very successful YouTube channel.
My YouTube channel at this point hasn't technically even been launched yet.
I think that's all of us, really.
Yeah. Hopefully by the time this recording is released, my YouTube channel will be actually launched.
Oh, this is a tough question.
I would I would go with a shitty computer with a decent, like a popular YouTube channel, because then you could use that YouTube money
to get a new computer.
Case closed.
Alternatively, this is like forever. You'll always have a terrible computer, but you'll have.
That's not stipulated. That's not stipulated at all.
Would you rather have a crappy computer?
This isn't some monkey paw 3-wish bullshit. This is just, would you rather this or this, and then you have to deal with the fallout.
Yeah, but then if you have I don't know.
No, but as a result, getting a better.
You could also say the same for the other thing. Whereas if you have a good computer, then you can make content that would be popular.
It's kind of like it works itself out either way.
You hear that?
Here's the thing though, is that if you have a good computer with I say shitty, but with a unpopular YouTube channel, there is no guarantee that your YouTube channel will become popular.
Yeah.
So you could have a shitty computer with a good YouTube or popular YouTube channel, and you could still make all the money off the popularity, and then buy a better computer.
So you see, people of the YouTubes, because we are so popular, we have shitty computers. Please watch us more. We need this now so that we can get better computers.
So only 34% of the voters said a shitty computer with a popular YouTube channel.
Because they're stupid.
No,
they just want a better computer.
As someone with a shitty computer and an unlaunched YouTube channel, I'd much rather have the good computer. Because I have the.
Yeah, I mean, you could use the good computer for other things too. Yeah. So that's a fair trade-off.
Like high definition porn.
Really? Oh, because I need my 8K porn. Good old 4K porn.
VR porn. No, VR porn is the future.
Porn.
Oh man.
I don't like this one. I wish I could skip. It's just not good. No, you can't skip these.
Just click a random answer and skip to the next one.
Fine. Okay. What? Oh, this is gross.
Oh boy.
Say this. We gotta get to this one then. If it's that gross, do it.
Oh boy.
Don't be a pansy.
Get licked out by a giraffe, or get licked out by your dad.
Giraffe.
I wouldn't be surprised if this actually had a 100% 0% ratio. Although,
there are people who are into incest. I mean, I'm not judging.
Oh boy. Only 73% said giraffe.
Yeah, see, some people are into fucking incest. That's other people are just anti-bestiality. But at the same time, if you're getting licked by a giraffe, that is the weirdest bar story, and you could win at everything. And people are like, "What's the weirdest shit that's ever happened to you?" It's like, I got a blowjob from a giraffe once. Like a legitimate giraffe? Yes.
That's the one you can legitimately say could add. That's the one you could legitimately say could have happened by accident, though. You just happened to be tree climbing in the African Sahara somewhere in Africa, and a giraffe shows up, tries eating the tree, and eats you instead.
But does licked out necessarily have to infer your nether parts?
Yes.
I'm assuming that it is, but
eaten out, licked out, same thing.
Yeah.
Oh, does it legitimately say eaten out?
It said licked.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
licked out.
Yeah, it just said licked. Yeah,
again,
in that case.
No, again, the giraffe still wins.
Out.
No, even if it isn't in a sexual connotation, getting just like licked all over by a giraffe, you're just like, ha ha ha, giraffe, ha 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 ha. Like a dog licks you all over your face and no one fucking complains.
But
if your dad's doing that, you're like, Dad, why? Dad, stop.
No.
Dad, you're drunk again.
At least
this isn't how the family dinner is supposed to go, Dad.
I'm just tenderizing you for dinner, son.
Go talk to Uncle Tom.
Okay, new topic.
Yeah. Next one. Go on.
Would you rather go bowling or play darts? This is an innocent one.
Bowling.
I suck at darts, suck at bowling. I'll go bowling.
Because of the possibility that I could accidentally kill someone with darts, maybe bowling. But then bowling, I might accidentally kill someone with bowling.
You can kill someone with either.
Like, darts are fun, but bowling, you can literally sit there for like 4 hours and just like shoot the shit and like trash talk.
Yeah.
Every time I've gone bowling with friends, it boils down to just trash talking.
Anything good with darts is usually because you're in a bar and you're drinking and you probably have food.
Let's go bowling! I want to go bowling now.
Yeah, we should totally go bowling at some point. Make an event of that. Rather go bowling.
We'll bring Scott back into the city, and he'll come with a microphone and record us, and we'll do a podcast at the bowling alley.
That's not gonna end well. It would be like way too loud. All you hear is like fucking pins crashing everywhere. You set
up a shotgun mic.
Actually, you know what?
Just get a camcorder. Bowling with the lounge. Whee!
If you had the camera in the bowling ball.
Oh no.
I've actually seen shots doing that.
Well, unless like the bowling ball is like clear. Really cool.
Yeah, the bowling ball is clear. Then you can see all the inner components inside of the bowling machine.
Yeah.
It's an arm that lifts the ball, puts it on a track that shoots it back towards you. That's it.
Sure, it's just off
it's a vacuum
sweatshop that like polishes the ball before it comes back.
I've been behind a bowling lane. The more interesting thing is the pin setting machine.
That's true.
Yeah, I agree. There was actually a TV show that actually did a shot like that, and it did that whole thing that you were saying, Alex, and it was really cool. Yeah.
Right, there was an actual sweatshop that polished it whenever it got to the end.
No. But it like showed all the they had like a camera inside a bowling ball, and they bowled it down the alley, and they took the whole camera of how the whole journey of the bowling ball from hand to bowl set thing, bowling rack.
I wonder if the ball fell.
I don't know the words. My English is no goodly.
After its long journey, it finally comes to rest back in the pond with the rest of the balls. It's just like, guys, I've seen some shit.
All right, what's the next one?
Okay, so the next one is had never gone to high school or be in high school for the rest of your life.
Wait, sorry, what?
Your choices are to have never gone to high school.
Or be in high school for the rest of your life.
Or be in High School Musical, basically.
It's kind of tough.
Homeschooled, I would say I've never gone to high school.
Well,
because being in high school for the rest of my life actually feels like my life right now.
That would be eternal torture. However, have been gone to high school, I learned a bunch of shit about the real life in high school.
Yeah.
That if I had not learned.
Really?
Yeah, I learned the nature of people, and then I became a cynical, jaded asshole.
Oh no, that's fair. That's fair.
So I learned how evil people were in high school, and I was like, okay, people are fucked up. And then I was like, well, the real world can't be like this. And then I got out of high school. I was like, no, it's the same.
It's the exact same thing. We never really grew up.
It's just with less bell ringing.
For me, I would rather have not gone to high school than spend my entire life in high school. Because assuming that you maintain that same mentality you had in high school, I'd still be a chunibyo little fuck right now.
I
kind of had a
I would just not go to high school.
At this moment, I'd be closing the browser because I really can't answer that question.
Yeah, I had a bad chunibyo in high school, and I was just like, yeah, I don't want to go back to that angel shit.
Oh, jeez.
So we're settled on never had gone to high school, or are we saying high school for the rest of our lives?
No, no high school.
Never go to high school.
I'm indifferent.
Yeah, is there like an
the majority
abstain
of people
button?
say so.
Mhm.
No, there is no abstain. It's one or the other. You have to choose.
It's okay. It's a 2 to no contest, so.
What was the consensus of the public?
It was like 64% not go to high school.
All right, they're on our side.
Yeah. So this one's another gross one, probably, and another sexual one. Get your butthole licked by the same sex, or lick the opposite sex butthole.
Easy. Get my butthole licked by a girl.
You have to do the licking.
Wait, is it I do the licking?
Get your butthole licked by the same
Get your
sex.
butthole licked. Okay.
Yes, or lick the opposite sex's butthole.
Yeah.
Oh.
That one's
Can't I have both?
well, hold on. It's not ass to mouth.
I mean, at the same time, it's just a rim job.
Yeah, that's all it is.
You take a shower, everything's good to go. Like
It's
I
even
know
funnier
how
when
clean
back when
I am.
BlackBerry still considered themselves as rim. That was an actual job.
yeah, you got a
You
rim
have
job.
a rim job.
But I would rather have it happen to me because then I can control the cleanliness of it.
Yeah,
I'll know
exactly.
it's 100%. Like it's all right. Whereas like I don't know if you clean this properly.
And I think we can all agree, girls are a lot sexier than boys.
No, it's the same sex, so the boys
Yeah,
would have
well,
the same
well,
sex
yeah,
like
that's true.
theirs. So,
Yeah, I
Well, at
don't
least
think
you can
anyone's
agree
gonna
with
enjoy
me too
licking my
that
hairy
girls
butt.
are sexier than boys.
so what would you do, Alex?
Miss heavily biased lesbian over here. Like, jeez. No wonder gays and lesbians don't get along together. Like, we
Love you, Sean.
seem to have a fracture in our friendship now.
No.
A hole, you might say.
No.
I'm gonna have to go with indifferent on this one because honestly, I have no experience in buttholery or liquoring.
Butthole liquoring.
What do you
licorice.
say, John? What was
Butthole
your
licorice, what
take
the
on this?
I asked, why can't I have both?
Well,
Because you
Suppose.
Why do I have to choose?
most people would like to do the licking rather than get licked.
Not really.
No, that's
Really?
the consensus.
No,
43% of people
because-
would that. What?
No, because you just said 43% of people
Want to get licked, meaning
by the same sex, so
57.
60 or 57% said.
57 would want to do the licking. So the majority
Yeah.
of people voted to do the licking.
Well,
Makes
yeah,
sense.
because
Rather than
no,
get-
because there's a giant stigma about the fact that it's the same sex, so therefore people think it's the ickiness.
Yeah.
See, that question is worded weirdly because it's
That's a
like,
word
all right,
now.
well, I don't have to
Weirded
do the licking.
wordly.
I don't have to do the licking, but it's quote unquote a homosexual act. But if I have to do the licking, at least it's heterosexual, so that's kind of
Yeah.
normal, which is
Well, that's
fine.
my
I'm not
thinking, too, is, like,
dissing on
majority
people
straight, so.
or anything, but it's just like at the same time, I'm like literally 50-50 in the middle, going like, why can't I have both? Like,
Well then. So an innocent question now. Be a
Aw.
cowboy or be a pirate?
Pirate.
Cowboy or a pirate?
Pirate.
pirate.
Why not both?
Pirates are just
Yo ho
cowboys
ho
of
and a
the
bottle of
water.
rum.
Cowboy pirate.
Yeah.
No, pirates are just cowboys of the water. Replace a horse with a boat. They both have guns. They both drink. They both fucking plunder shit. kind of. Cowboys, like, you know, I guess outlaw cowboys rob
Outlaw
banks.
Cowboys, yeah.
Actually,
Outlaw Cowboys
yeah,
rob
you're kind of
banks.
right. This question isn't really a question so much more as a statement.
But pirates are more awesome because they
Yeah,
get
you
a
sail the
fucking
seven
boat.
seas.
Well,
Yeah.
okay, so hold on. What about Firefly? What would you
Yeah.
classify them
Space
as?
cowboys.
Yeah,
There's
the
a
space
literally
Space
there's a
Cowboys
little
/ Space Pirates?
No.
Yeah.
Firefly is a show about space cowboys because there was an episode where they literally herd cows.
But
They
Yeah, but they're
wrangle
also
cows.
pirates because they go and plunder.
No. They are smugglers.
right,
They are
yes.
cowboys.
Okay.
Yeah,
Pirates were
They are
smugglers.
smugglers.
It's a space spaghetti western.
They
Not
do
spaghetti
not
western,
steal
but
and
it's a space
plunder.
western.
They are paid to transport stuff. Don't
Yeah.
fuck with me on Firefly.
It's a space
Yeah, but they
western.
came across this like a broken down ship that was just floating in space, and they went and they took it.
Because that's
salvage.
That's
Salvaging,
salvaging.
yeah.
That's not plundering. That's
It's
like, hey,
not
look at all
outright
this good
piracy.
shit that's just floating out in the middle. Like a cowboy who comes across like a dead other cowboy on the ground is like, oh, he's dead and his horse is dead. But look at this nice gun he has. I'm gonna take his gun.
So
That's not
that
plundering,
means
that's
that
pillage.
a cowboy has
That's
standards.
like salvaging.
A cowboy
What?
has standards.
Yeah, pirates don't give a fuck.
Well, I don't know. I mean, they do have
A pirate
some-
has a
Well,
code.
They have a code.
The unwritten pirates code. Yes,
It's more of a guideline, really.
yeah.
I request a parlay.
No.
I've got a
Nope.
job done. I've got a job done.
Guess what's inside?
Done.
Okay, so here comes a pretty good one. Would you spend 4 years in jail for something you never did, or would you spend 10 years in jail for something you did do?
What?
Wait, so one year in jail for like, and I'm innocent.
No,
Four- wait,
4
4 years and you're
years.
innocent.
4 years?
10
Well, I mean,
years.
Stephen Avery currently is serving like 25 plus years for shit he didn't do. So, I mean, I would probably serve 10 years for shit that I would rather, like, I hate being blamed for shit I don't do. So I would rather just be like, I killed him. Give me 10 years, whatever. Like, if I legitimately did the thing I'm going to prison for, I should be able to face the consequences.
I don't know. I part of me wants to say 4 years and innocent because it's just a shorter prison term anyway. Because either way, if
Prison
I'm
is
in,
fucked up.
I know that's why
Yeah.
it's a shorter. That's why I go for the shorter prison term.
See,
Like, yeah, I'm
this is an
innocent, but
interesting topic because on one hand, going in for the full term for something you did do, yeah, okay, you accept the consequences. On the other hand, going in because of something you didn't do, but because some smart ass lawyer managed to make it work, so you ended up in there in the first place.
But here's my other logic for why I'm saying the 4 years and innocent is because either way, within the year, I'm probably going to do some shit to another prisoner legitimately that would get
No,
me
you're not.
another.
You're not. No,
Oh, yeah,
offense,
are you
you're
kidding?
not. You're
Are
gonna
you seeing me lay
try.
into
So,
people?
Sarah, you would rather go to jail for something you never did and got blamed for, and then go to prison and do something and get a longer sentence.
Well, because either way,
you kidding me?
either way, if it's the 10 years or the 4 years, I'm probably going to do something that's going to add to my sentence anyways. Because I know someone's going to try and make me their bitch, and I'm sorry, but people don't make me no bitch.
Well, I'm looking at more like if you were wrongfully put in the prison, the question is that obviously there's some kind of corruption going on that managed to land you in there in the first place. Someone fucked up and they're trying to bury it. And
But
the
that's
question is, can you expose that and is it worth your time?
Yeah, that's the other thing too. Is if you are if you're 4 years and innocent, and you have like the legal know-how or like the good lawyer on your side, you can try and repeal the sentence.
Unless you're
Whereas
Stephen Avery.
You obviously
Yeah.
don't have a good lawyer because you ended up in jail.
Yeah.
Get a new one.
Well, the thing is, it depends on where we're talking about, because obviously these are most likely, I'm assuming, in the United States, because
Yeah.
in the U.S., you don't even have to you can be sent to prison without a lot of questioning, because even the cops can fabricate,
Oh yeah.
evidence, right? So even if you have a decent lawyer, they can still stack the deck against you, and that's a big issue right now in the United States with like corruption. I mean, corruption's in every kind of judicial system, but it's obscenely obvious in the U.S. But
well, it's the thing of like the cops going by their guts, like, oh, I know this person did it, and they try to find evidence to prove that person did it, regardless of if they actually did or not.
Well, that's if your lawyer's Phoenix Wright.
Objection!
I object.
Objection!
Objection!
I've never actually played that game.
Objection!
I play it.
I don't know. I think I'd rather go to prison for something I did do, because at that point, like, I could probably spend the time in there to kind of redeem myself and kind of like take penance for the issues that I have to deal with. Whereas the 4 years, I'm sentenced to jail for something I never did. So not only am I pissed about that, I have to deal with the fact that people are calling me something that I'm not. And that seems just like so much stress.
Well, there's the other half of that, which is basically, if you were to go in for something you did do, are you going in because you want to become the pinhead of the prison? Or, do you want the integrity of the fact that...
They're not choosing to go to jail. And if you're, let's say, like a 10-year sentence, and it's like manslaughter, something like manslaughter, or like...
let's just take manslaughter as like let's say...
Yeah. Like you got into a fight at a bar and you accidentally punched too hard and you broke the guy's neck. And
manslaughter is like 25 years to life, though. But whatever.
No, that's murder. Manslaughter is like accidental death.
Oh yeah.
Like not having done something, because for my own integrity and my own knowledge, I know I did nothing wrong. Yeah. Even if everything else is going to shit, and somehow I ended up in this bird cage, right? Yeah. My own personal integrity is still intact, regardless of what society thinks of me. Now, on the other hand, if I actually went in because of something I actually did, and for that long, I become the fucking pinhead.
Yeah, because that's the thing. Because back to what I was saying, if I'm in jail for 10 years, I've obviously done something serious. I'm probably not very repentant about it, considering I...
Not really. You can go to jail. You can go to jail for 10 years for like pretty minimal things.
Yeah, true.
In some countries,
but
like possession of marijuana.
But my point being,
that'll get you like 5 years.
Yeah, but in some places it'll get you more.
Oh yeah.
My point being, if I'm in jail for something I actually did do, then I probably have the street mentality of, oh, I don't give a fuck, so I'm just gonna get myself in more shit anyway. Or if I go to prison for 4 years and be like vengeful against the state and get myself in more shit anyway. Either way, I'm probably going to get myself into more shit. So I'll go the shorter sentence because it'll just be shorter overall anyway.
Yeah, but even if, like, let's say you got the 10-year sentence, with good behavior, you can be out earlier.
Yeah, same thing with the 4 year. Good behavior could be out earlier.
But let's say the 4 year, like, you got convicted of something you never did. So obviously someone tried to prove that you were guilty or whatever. So you also have that factor on it. So they might want you to stay in there for 4 years to cover it up kind of deal, or want you to stay in there longer. You never know. Whereas like the 10 years, if you did actually do it, then you probably don't have people working against you other than yourself.
No, there'll be people working against you if you're gone to jail, and whichever lawyer sent you to jail or whoever you committed the crime against, they're going to want you to stay in there. Like it's not like in both scenarios have both the same exact disadvantages and advantages to it. Just in one, you have a shorter prison sentence and you're innocent, and you have the chance to sort of prove
not necessarily
a chance to overturn the sentence. Not necessarily.
No, I don't see it that way.
But like a 10-year sentence, most of the time it's 10 years. If that's the maximum sentence, if 10 years is the maximum sentence they can put, they'll say like, oh, 10 years, but 6 years with good behavior.
Yeah.
So like after 6 years, they go like, have you done shit in here? No. Okay, cool. I guess you're good enough to be let back out.
Yeah, but then that same logic applies to the 4 year. If it's 4 year maximum sentence, but 2 years good behavior.
But the thing is, usually smaller sentences
are the minimum. Yeah.
No, they're the minimum. but they're usually taken as a plea deal.
Mm-hmm.
So
there is no early bail.
You're stuck in there for 4 years. So because even then you could get the 10 years, but if your lawyer is good enough, they could take a plea deal and be like, all right, well, we'll plead if you give us 4 with good behavior. You know, like, it's just like the whole like justice system is kind of fucked up in a lot of countries.
Yeah, I know, it's all convoluted and all this, but yeah, I don't know. Me personally, I'd take the 4-year and innocent over the 10 year.
On principle alone, I'd take the 10 if I actually did something.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I fucked up. I fucked up.
Because to me, like, this is the last thing I'll say about it, is the 4-year, it seems like a constant uphill battle of not only dealing with the public, your family, but also it's like, you never did this, yet you're getting punished for it. So I feel like there's a lot of hatred on that. It's going to be an uphill battle, even when you get out. Whereas the 10-year, that's probably rock bottom.
Yeah, like, actually, just to add a quick point onto that is, like, the 4 years is still a small enough time window where even though you are falsely accused of something, the public eye doesn't give a crap. Like, it's a lot of issues with, like, you know, false rape accusations or, like, being framed for murder. Those kind of crimes, if you get pinned for those, even though you're innocent, the stigma that you were charged with that never goes away. So even if you've completely cleared yourself and you've countersued whoever framed you and, you know, you got your money and you've got your reparations for it, people, it's still a strike on your record.
Criminal record follows you for the rest of your life.
Exactly. Yeah. So, like, but 10 years is enough to go, like, hey, 10 years ago, I fucked up. I was a different person 10 years ago. And I've learned my lesson after this time that it's a proper rehabilitation kind of thing. That's how I feel about it.
No,
and after 10 years, people.
With you 10 years.
No, it depends.
Have you seen people's reactions to things like rapists and pedophiles getting out of jail after 10 years, or like murderers and all that?
Let's be honest, they don't. They die there.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of pedophiles are immediately put into like
solitary.
Yeah, they're put into solitary for their own protection.
Which I disagree with. Throw them with the rest of the population, and let the
jail is for rehabilitation, not a sentence to death.
That's the thing. Like, the prison systems need to be fixed in a lot of countries. Like, even in Canada, we have our own issues within our own system, but like in the States, it's basically a death sentence if you're there for the like.
I'm gonna suggest moving on to the next question because I could get into full morbid detail of what I would do to pedophiles, and she could. She knows what kind of morbid detail I can get into.
We don't need you.
Then we don't need that.
We all agree that pedos are bad. End of story.
Anyways,
like, we're not defending them in any way.
We never got your opinion on this. 4 years or 10? Which one?
Oh, me?
Yes, 4 years or 10. Just quick.
I would go with the 4 years, to be honest.
So
I have my integrity to evaluate.
50-50 split.
Coin toss.
So more people would rather go for the 10. 67% would go for 10 years.
Really?
Yeah. Because people don't like getting blamed for shit.
Exactly.
All right. What's the next question?
Sport a mullet for the rest of your life, or be bald?
Oh, go with the bald.
Mullet. Not to harp on bald people. My roommate's bald, but like, it's just. It's you know, business in the front, party in the back, man. You're the life of the party.
You know what? I would go bald because then I could wear whatever wig I wanted.
Fair enough. That is a fair point. That is a fair point.
Yeah, I'd go bald for that reason then. Oh yeah, bald and just wear wigs.
Seeing as I'm a metalhead, I could wear a mullet to anywhere.
Yeah, you'd be fine.
I used to rock a mullet, and then like. But it wasn't like a cheesy, like, I'm wearing this as a fashion statement. It was literally like my bangs grow at like a snail's pace compared to the rest of my hair. So my hair just naturally does a mullet if I don't cut it after a while.
How does it naturally do a mullet?
Because the front of my hair doesn't grow as fast as the rest of my head.
Are you sure your hair is not just migrating down to your back?
Maybe it's trying to do its own pilgrimage down, but like
it's just slowly moving.
You gotta check. Do you have some holy man hiding in the back there, and he's just leading his follicles?
Alright, so that's all the time that we have for today. So be sure to follow us on social media at TOONDISE on Facebook and with the hashtag ToonLounge on Twitter. And if you're a fan of TOONDISE, make sure to support us on Patreon at patreon.com/ToonDice. And on behalf of Axel, Sean, and Sarah, and
We love you.
Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time right here on the lounge.